Next emotional needs. Hello, everybody. So my last run, I tried twice with a javelin. Really struggled from the start because of my damage output with the javelin. So I'm going in this time, and I didn't get any like secondary weapons for quite a few waves. So I've got a choice here between a javelin and a blaster. So I'm going to go javelin because of the damage output. May be the wrong, might be the wrong call, but I'm going to go. There's 100 on this last boss with the threat levels. It's 120% more enemies spawning. So obviously on the last run, if you're watching, it was like damage. Yeah, I was getting overwhelmed. So you start off with a weapon which is going to allow us to hold my own basically, so I'm not chasing too much. Let's go for void damage on that. Increase it by 4%. I'll start hunting for altars. These bread birds were giving us grief as well on my last game. But because I've got a mini bun even, and a javelin, I'm got an area weapon, so let's just put a damage on. Oh. Ouch. There was a lot of projectiles being shot at us as well, so I might have to look at maybe increasing me armor, especially for projectiles as well. So if I see any increases projectile damage, 10% of the armor. Right. Right. Okay. Let's just go for that. So if I see any artifacts which help us out with the armor or help us deal with projectile damage, I'm going to go for that as well, because it's going to help us out, because there's so much projectile damage coming at us. Go for that. Turbo gear, so I'm not bothered with that. Increased damage 4%. I don't bother with that. Yeah. Let's try and take this guy out as quickly as possible. Die. Let's get that up. Avoid damage. Let's clean these guys out. What we got here? Damage. Let's go with damage. Yeah, let's go for regeneration of my health as well. I wouldn't mind being able to get that. Let's have a quick look at the map. Right in the middle. Let's go to the right this time. Wouldn't mind a shield as well. If I can get a shield, that would be lovely. 2 points there. Let's go with damage. Get another elite in. That's good. Let's see if I can get rid of this guy as quickly as possible. Oh god, I'm stuck in a load of... It's legendary in that. Let's just escape the horde. Ah, lovely. Right, so we've got a choice. Let's just go for mirror on that. And then that's... Ouch. Okay. Alright, let's get away from these guys. Tough shell. Cruise area weapon damage, right? Well, I haven't got one, so let's just go PS power on that. Right, we're on to the boss again. Well, the first boss. Let's just clear out these little dudes the best we can. So here he comes. I mean, let's grab these. It's taking a while. Could do with getting this minigun upgraded. Wouldn't mind. I might go for like a scatter or something on it. I'm not worry about the damage too much on this. Let's go legendary with that. Let's go for that. Right, let's go and pick this shit up. Yeah. Just go towards the places where I've been so I can collect all those little doobie-doos. Let's come back round. Grab these. Okay, the kunai there. Let's go for the kunai. Not going to bother with it. PS. I'm going to do a reroll. Max health for everyone. Right, there's the force field. Right, I'm going to do another reroll. And we'll get a blaster. Right, okay, that worked out. And we'll get the hoarder. So I'm going to get that. Okay. Area weapon would be really nice. Maybe the orbiter. And I wouldn't mind some kind of artifact which protects us against projectiles, because like I said, I'm dealing with projectiles a lot. I think this is a better start than last I got. I think it was like the second boss on the last one I got into, and I was struggling, so I've had to adjust my tactics a bit. It depends on what you're given as well. So there's that, you know. Let's have a quick look. See, let's have a quick look at the minigun here. It's a launcher volatile. Yeah, let's go for the top one on that. Let's just resume. You do definitely have to adjust, like, because of the projectiles which are being fired at. I'm going to have to adjust how. Yeah, nothing there. Yeah, I'm just going to resume. Oh, hello. Ouch. Let me shield doing its job. But yeah, I'm definitely is a lot of fire coming my way. Let's try and clear out as much of that as we can, because I kind of want that gone for. Right, that's done. Right, so I kind of want it gone for. I'm not interested in that. For the end of level boss, which is like 5 waves away. 4 shield. Let's get. Increase max health, 4 shield. I'm not bothered about the actual cooldown. That's just. Definitely having the shield is going to give us a little bit more protection from the projectiles which are getting fired at us, which is definitely going to help a lot. Go for range on that. It's giving us less time to think with all the projectiles coming at us. But I've definitely got a better start on the weapons, and I think I've chose the right the right path to go down this time. Projectiles deal more damage to closer areas. It's kind of protection I want from projectiles. That's what I wanted to give us. If it can kind of sum it up. I'm at the end. Okay, let's go up. Let's just have a quick look at the map where I am. Right at the bottom. Right, okay. Make the right decisions of which way to go. So I'm level wave 17 at the minute, so I've got a evasion. Is that? Is that going to be worth getting? Yes, it is. So evasion may help. Ooh, lots of skill points along here. So I'm just going to suck up as much as I can here. Suck, suck, suck. Lovely, lovely. Not that bothered about that. Let's continue. Let's go and grab these artifacts here. Wave 19. So I'm going to kind of go back into this pack here because I want as much of this stuff gone as I put. And I want to definitely get away from this wall. And I don't want to be too injured. Let's just have a quick... I am going to go explosive. But I just want to have a quick look at what I'm going to go for with the kunai. So I've got burst, pierce and scatter. I'm going to go scatter, so that's the bottom one for that. But let's just finish that off. Right, I want all them finished off here. Let's just grab these. The inventory's full. Right, let's not worry about that for now. Let's just concentrate. There is still stuff coming at us. Okay, let's just relax. Okay. That was a bit better. Okay, so legendary, that goes to ultra. Health regeneration, let's get that up. Right, okay, let's just quickly go to the mega here and sort this shit out. Let's just drop a load of crap, which I don't need. Drop, 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 drop. Kind of wish I had the ability to recycle here, but obviously we don't. Well, it was kind of worth doing because I got a legendary plate from that. Now let me look at the map here, which we haven't gone, so I'm going up. Okay. Yeah, I think a man's game this, you know. I think a man's game. Right, okay. Attack speed. PS count. Let's just do range on this bad boy. I'm kind of on my Christmas list. I want an area weapon, if I can have it. Like the Void or the Orbiter. The Orbiter would be very nice. Like it says, I have taken to that weapon quite a lot. It's quite good. Okay, so let's just move on from there. Nothing I want. I still want something, an artifact, which is going to help us out with projectile damage. As you can see, there's a lot of projectiles coming at us. Being quite tricky. Increases projectile. I just don't want that. So I'm going to keep that. So while I can keep my skill, I do have order. So while I can keep my skill points high, it's going to increase my damage output. So it works for us. Don't want that. I'm not at the top yet. Experience gain, right, not interested. Right in the middle, so we've 24, so halfway through. their interestedness, which is a bit of a shame. Let's grab as many of these skill points as I can. Get rid of this guy, collect that. Right, I'm going to go for the common hoarder, or the hoarder. Okay, still getting a lot of those. Right, great. Let's do this. So damage, excellent. So resume. So that is going to help us keep the crowds away. Yeah. Let's go radius. Let's get as wide as possible to get the pushbacks on the demons as much as possible. Excellent. That's, yep. Go. And now I can sink. There's still a lot of projectiles coming at us. Like, yeah, if I'm going to go increase his pickup. Let's go for that. There's still a lot of stuff coming at us, but it's manageable because my damage output is high. Okay, what we got here? Yeah, nothing interests us there. I wouldn't mind a purple, so I can get sucked up, or I can suck up as much of these skill points as I can. I don't think I'm going to get one, so let's just move up. Turbo gears increases range. I definitely like the increased range. Right, okay, we're onto this dude. Let's just watch the ground, make sure we're not going to step on anything lethal. There it goes the other way. And again. And again. And he's done. Let's go javelin. Get that points increase huge. And the hoarder. Right, I'm going to push. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. I'm going to push in to where I've been to try and suck up as much of this stuff as I can. Oh, it didn't last very long. I just need to look at the map. Right, I'm going to go to the right. Left, I mean. Okay, nothing there. That's very interesting. Right, well, we're 31. Do I at this point... There's a health up there, I want that. Do I at this point just go for maximum skill pointage? Like, collect the skill point? Nope. I'm going to go surge. I'm going surgical. It's such a good weapon at crowd control. Okay. So I'm gonna upgrade my surge if I can. Yes. And then I'm gonna concentrate on getting... I've got like 17 waves left. Good thing is, like, when I push into the crowds, I can generally deal really well with the crowds themselves at the minute. And what that does, it allows... that's excellent, that, like... It allows us to deal with the demons that shoot projectiles at us. Okay, that's done. Right, okay. I might increase the die up. Oh. Yeah. Okay. The order goes all the way to ultra. So I might try and increase the actual scale of the surge next, which is this one here. That's done. Okay. Oh, some stuff coming at us there. Yep, okay. Push down through them. Somebody drop a purple, please, so I can suck up all these skill points. Anybody? Somebody? Let's grab these. Still haven't got anything which is helping us with projectile. I mean, I have got them. Artifacts which help us with projectile damage. But it just hasn't given us one. But, yeah, it's been quite effective now. 6 skill points. Empty slot. Yeah, I'm not interested. Grab that. Grab that. We have 39, so here we go. Let's try and clear up this as much as I can. 8 seconds. I want as much of this dead as possible. 2, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay. Let's not get trapped too much. I got an evade there. Yep. That's alright. Yeah, I got another evade, which is working wonders for us. Thank you very much. Yeah, our trade didn't fucking do us any. Yeah, he's dead. There we go. Let's go epic with that. That's just a huge amount of power. But what's this thing here? Version speed. Ember furnace, void catalyst, force field, hungry common, increase pickup. Not that. Cool down. There we go. Right, we last 10 waves. Let's see how we go here. It's probably did I pick up? Oh, bloody hell! Right, alright. I need to move. Like when there's a lot of enemies that are firing projectiles at us, movements basically. I need to move. Right, that's it with me weapons now. So I'm quite happy with my weapons. So this is now all about movement and collecting skill points. Suck up the skill points. So I want as many skill points as I can. Because I want the damage output. It's just going to help us so much better when it comes to dealing with the 120% increase in demons, which I'm dealing with, and the fact that they all want to fire bloody objects at us. Just kind of circling, really, circling in and around. I'm not gonna bother them, as you can see. you know, wipe out a crowd, circle around, grab the skill points that dropped. At this speed, I'm like basic farming here. That's what's going on. So, farming for a reason. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely this level is definitely more of a challenge. I'm having to actually concentrate, which is, yeah, let's go for that. Which is yeah, what a game should be like. It should be offering a challenge, really. I'm gonna go for these healths across here. Yeah. Grab them. Anything there which can give us a bit of extra DPS, I'll welcome it. Still haven't received anything which is going to help us with the projectile damage. Bloody hell, I need eyes in the bloody back of my head here, like. Let's grab them. Alrighty, Hunter's Lens. Piece counter, attack speed. Just increase the attack speed a little bit on that. I mean, at this stage here, I'm just looking for projectiles. I mean, I'm doing alright. Wave 48, I've got 2 waves left. It says 3 seconds left on this. I've got 1 wave left after this. I kind of want to keep my skill points just for the increases. Let's have a look. Let's see what my damage output is. Plus 164 for my damage. So we're 49. Let's see if I can clear these as much as I can. Yeah, I'm not interested. Here we go. Right, so let's just deal with these dudes before I get stuck in the flipping knack on head there. I want these gone. Right, hello. Right, so they're leaving little things on the ground. Okay. They're spinning. Avoid them. Okay, got an evasion there. Oh, right, okay. That was threat level 1 done. Damage ended up 100 plus 170%. Range was plus 86. I think the range helps a lot, especially when you get in a crowded situation. Right, thanks for watching. See you in the next threat level. Bye.